Part 3 of A Strange Man Moved Into Our House. The forced cheerfulness vanished, replaced by a stern, hard mask. I hadn't seen since I was a little kid who had broken a rule. "His name is not your concern," he said, his voice low and flat. "He is our guest. You will treat him with respect. You will not ask any more questions. This is not up for discussion." And that was it. The conversation was over. The first few days were a masterclass in quiet, creeping dread. The man remained a silent, unnerving presence in our home. He never spoke a word, not one. I tried once I found him alone in the living room, just standing in the center of the room, staring at a blank wall. "Look," I said, my voice shaking slightly. "I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, but this is my home," and I never got to finish. My parents appeared in the doorway as if summoned from thin air. "Don't be rude to our guest," my mother snapped, her voice sharp with a panic. I didn't understand his family apologize. I just stared at them then, at the silent man with the yellow eyes, and I retreated to my room. The house started to feel less like my home and more like a temple dedicated to this silent, creepy stranger. The power dynamic shifted in ways that were both subtle and terrifying. At dinner, my mother would serve his plate first, and then we would all have to wait. We weren't allowed to take a single bite until he had finished his entire meal, which he always ate with the same slow, methodical pace. Only when his plate was clean were we permitted to eat our own now cold food. Then we were forbidden from speaking to him directly. "If you have something to say, you say it to us," my dad instructed, his face grim. "We will relay the message." It was absurd. He was sitting right there, but I saw the look in my father's eyes. It was not a suggestion. It was a commandment. The worst part was the locked room. It was the spare bedroom upstairs, the one we used for storage. They cleared it out for him, and they started spending hours in there with him, the door locked from the inside. My mom would take him a tray of food, and then she and my dad would go in with him, and they wouldn't come out until long after dark. I couldn't stand it. The mystery was eating me alive. I had to know what was happening in there. Part 4 is on my channel.